On the way to Timnah, a young lion attacked him. The Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him, and he tore the lion apart with his bare hands. Many people think Samson was a well-built man with big muscles and a very mighty man, but he wasn't. Samson was a powerless individual whom God decided to use to show his power through the presence of the Holy Spirit. This was why the Philistines and the men around him wondered so much. Let's go to the story. Samson's story begins with an extraordinary announcement. The Israelites, under Philistine oppression for 40 years, cried out to God. In response, an angel appeared to Manoah's wife, a barren woman with an incredible promise. She would bear a son. The angel instructed her to avoid wine, strong drink, and unclean foods, for her son would be a Nazirite, dedicated to God from birth.
No razor shall come upon his head, for he shall begin to deliver Israel from the hand of the Philistine.
The promise was fulfilled, and Samson was born, marked for a divine purpose. As Samson grew, God's Spirit began to stir in him. One of his early exploits was his marriage to a Philistine woman from Timnah against his parents' wishes. On the way to Timnah, a young lion attacked him. The Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him, and he tore the lion apart with his bare hands. Later, at his wedding feast, Samson posed a riddle to the Philistines based on the honey he found in the lion's carcass.
Out of the eater came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet.
Unable to solve it, the Philistines coerced Samson's wife to reveal the answer. Enraged by their treachery, Samson killed 30 Philistines in Ashkelon to pay his debt and stormed away. Samson's strength continued to amaze and confound. One night, after the Philistines plotted to ambush him in Gaza, he left the city in the middle of the night, lifting its massive gates off their hinges and carrying them to the top of a hill. Despite his calling, Samson's weakness for women led to his downfall. He fell in love with Delilah, a woman from the valley of Sorek. The Philistine leaders bribed her to uncover the secret of his strength. After 3 failed attempts, Delilah finally wore him down. He revealed the truth. His strength lay in his Nazirite vow, symbolized by his uncut hair. While he slept, Delilah had his hair shaved off, and the Spirit of the Lord departed from him. The Philistines seized Samson, gouged out his eyes, and enslaved him in Gaza. Humiliated and blind, Samson was brought to the temple of Dagon during a Philistine celebration. But Samson's story was not over. As his hair began to grow, so did his faith. Standing between 2 pillars, he prayed,
Sovereign Lord, remember me. Strengthen me just once more, so that I may pay back the Philistines for my 2 eyes.
God answered. With renewed strength, Samson pushed the pillars apart, collapsing the temple and killing more Philistines in his death than in his life. Samson's life demonstrates God's power, showing that even in human weakness, God can achieve great things. His story serves as a reminder of the importance of obedience and the consequences of turning away from God's calling. Though imperfect, Samson was used in a significant way to deliver Israel, fulfilling the purpose God had planned for him before his birth. What lessons did you learn from the story of Samson? Please place your answer on the comment box.
Thank you for watching, and feel free to support us and help us to get monetized on time. Generating this video require a lot of work, and your support by sharing, subscribing, commenting, and liking would go a long way. God bless you.